Live like it's Mardi Gras and go dumb with my whole squad and don't need no R&R. To regular life, I say au revoir. Hey, living life in the fast lane. May your pain only be. So please come join me. One thing, good vibes only. I just tap, I'ma fill my cup. Got fireworks, let's blow some down. Tonight I'm going stupid, doing things I've never done. We all got one thing in common, we just wanna have fun. Hey! So what you wanna do? So what you wanna do? I think I'm gonna do something crazy. Come by, bring a rack, new grill and a bunch of snacks. And where we going, you don't need a map, you don't need a nap, you don't need jack. Except lots of people, some very loud speakers, cold drinks and good. Join me, one thing, good vibes only. I just tapped, I'ma fill my cup. Got fireworks, let's blow some down. Tonight I'm going stupid, doing things I've never done. We all got one thing in common, we just wanna have fun. Hey! So what you wanna do? I think about to do it. I think about to do it. Do something crazy. Do something crazy. I just tapped, I'ma fill my cup. Got fireworks, let's blow some down. Tonight I'm going stupid, doing things I've never done. We all got one thing in common, we just wanna have fun. Hey! So what you wanna do? I think about to do it. I think about to do it. Do something crazy.
Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. As the season winds down, let's take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Still a lot to play for between now and wildcard weekend, and as usual, seeding should wind up playing a major role in determining who goes on to the Super Bowl. It's the Bills going up against the Raiders. So with kickoff approaching, let's send it over to our commentators here this afternoon, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, after an off-season of questions, football is back here in the East Bay and Oakland, California. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between our visitors and the Oakland Raiders. On the return, here's DeAndrew White. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They come up in an offset eye. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. 12 yards on the pickup, and the Raiders are going to have a first down.
It should go without saying that anytime you run the football well and gain a nice chunk of yardage, that means the offensive line did their job and did it really well. But let's give them a little more credit than that, because all week long, offensive line meetings, they're going over adjustments, counters, when line shifts, all those things that go along with it. And yet you still have to be physical, and that's what they did on the first play.
Throwing, Cook. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. Offensive starters now. Charles, what about Latavius Murray?
You know how you and I talk about players under the radar sometimes? Latavius Murray definitely qualifies as one of those players. And then you look up, and he's pressing 1,000 yards every year.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Now Cook. Escaping the pressure right. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. Offense needs 11. Have to think pass here on third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. 23 yards on the play. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. And we take a look at the Bills' defense.
Stephon Gilmore gets better and better every year, continues to excel in pass coverage.
Looking to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting. Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on third down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And Robinson with a big catch. And they get 10 yards there and convert on third. And they're on third and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets a tone for the offense.
Throwing Jones. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Quickly down the starting 11 for the Oakland defense.
When I watch Khalil Mack play, I just see fury, passion, and incredible athleticism. This guy can flat out play.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. Now Jones. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
That was simply snap, rock, and fire. I mean, they didn't take long at all. Slant route, and I loved where he put it. He put on the body of the receiver low so that only he can catch it.
Yeah, I don't think there was any magical formula there. Defensively, that's just tough to defend.
Very much so. And that way it allows the receiver to keep his body in front of the defender and not allow him to go through him to knock the ball away.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball is thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Now it's Peterson. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Raiders will take possession. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
They'll come out in the pistol. Throwing, Cook. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Now Cook. Caught out left side by Robinson. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run the counter with Murray. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Murray the lone setback. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Well, they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. Now 4th down. On now is the field goal team. Here's the Raiders. We'll try for 3. This from 54 yards away. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So that wind at his back that time may have just given it the juice that it needed for 3.
And I tell you, everything had to be perfect here. Good snap, good hold. He's got to drive it low and hope. Like you say, they gets a little help from the wind. And wow, it does just sneak over the bar.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. 2nd quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. And they've got it here with a 1st down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Throwing Jones. The catch is made by Kendall Wright. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Off the corner, where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. He was brought down that time by Nate Allen.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now Jones. This will be caught just inside the 10. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 10 yards still left on second down. Shift together here from the D-line. Again, it's Murray. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it's 4th down.
And I think the end result, knocking the ball away, was a product of understanding where they were on the field, understanding how many yards they needed to pick up the first down, and tightening their coverage accordingly. Gave them no gaps, no spaces, no real air in which to catch the football, and end up making a really nice play.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. And here come the Bills. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score.
Trying for right, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Throwing, Cook. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them.
They got a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it'll give the Raiders a first down.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
Roughing the passer, that's shades of Charles Davis back in his playing days.
Oh, I sure wish it had been, Brandon. Back in my day, I didn't hit anyone hard enough to rough the passer. I had a number of teammates that handled that for me.
Now Cook. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They'll get 32 yards there. And that'll be good for an Oakland first down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. On first down, Murray. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They're going to look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, this from 34.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
And Folk's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now out come the Bills. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Now they'll run. Murray. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for two is denied. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. Now a play fake here on first down. Surveying the field. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He's able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Second down following the incompletion. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing Jones. Over the middle to Smith. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there, couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to...
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Now Jones. Wright's got it. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for someone to throw to. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you.
Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. So as they take it over, we step aside. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Carpenter knocks it through. So we've reached halftime here in Oakland with the Raiders on top, as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And the D looking like they may blitz. The slot man in motion right. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And right with it here over the middle. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Mario Edwards, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Finding time. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Good job by the O-line. Quarterback had time to go through his checks. That's one you need to take advantage of.
A perfect situation, and they're unable to take advantage of it. When you have that much time to scan the field, you have to find an open receiver.
They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Out of the gun now on third down. Got a man, it's right. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
They go play action here on first down. He's got time in the pocket. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing Jones. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. And the gadget package there won't do much for him. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now this time he'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third.
Let's go. 1, 9.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now Jones. And that is incomplete.
The days of knowing your assignment, dropping to it, and calling it a day, that's over with. Because now, when you drop into a zone, especially as a defensive back, you're seeing the play in front of you. So if a man wanders into your area, guess what? Now it goes from zone to man coverage in many cases. And on this particular play, able to see the play in front of him, react to it, and knock the ball away. Gotta like what you just saw there, if you like zone defense.
A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He gets it to Sims, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1.
Let's go. Ohio. Let's round.
Jones, and he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Cardale Jones, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bills have retaken the lead. So he's able to sneak it in, and credit to the guys up front.
Oh, without a doubt, because they had the leverage on this play. We always talk about low man wins and one-on-one battles. That's exactly what happened there. Their offensive line lower than the defensive front.
To return, it's DeAndre Washington. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And on 2nd and 10 now. One receiver left, 2 to the right. Throwing, Cook. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, But I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that. But a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you'd wear in diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it. And here we are today.
That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues. Well, I liked it. Just take the snap, burrow forward, pick up the few inches you need for a first down.
And defensively, I don't think they were expecting that. They looked a little surprised in the middle.
Yeah, a little bit wary there, weren't they? Because that can be a throwaway down where maybe you go play action, fake it, and try and get something big. But instead, he said, forget it. Let's just get a first down and start a new set.
Now Cook. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
So 2nd and 10 here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go. 319. 319. Gone. Leopard. Here we go now. Green.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's got his man on the crossing route. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there.
Now, check. Patriot. Here we go now. Green 39.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. He's got time. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down.
Now, check. Here we go. Set.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Back now in the East Bay. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Now let's go. Blue 90.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. And some room to maneuver. There he goes left side. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. That means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense defense makes a good play, too.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Second down now after the incompletion. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Defense has to stand tall here, 3rd and 1. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
They go back to Murray on first down. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Let's go!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot. Gun.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Back to throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The man who won a Super Bowl MVP award across the bay in Santa Clara, Von Miller, in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Detroit! Lucky 56. Here we go.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's got him in, complete. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Looking to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Derek Carrier, the one he was looking for. And it's third down.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football, but today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Throwing, Cook. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
They these guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're...
And oh, he coughed it up!
Wow.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside. Here in the fourth quarter. So they almost turn it over there. Scary moment. Second down here. They come out here in the eye. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Here we go. Flag round.
This is Lasco. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down at about the length of the football. And he'll lose yardage. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. The Bills send the punter out. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. On the return is Peterson. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. It's a pickup of 14 there. Good enough for an Oakland first down. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time. All right, it's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
Now Cook. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30, down to the 25. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back to throw now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. So they're operating in the red zone.
Let's go. 3-19. Good. Here we go now. 3-19.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. And he slings one that's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. This will be caught just inside the 10. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Hey, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that will force a turnover on downs. And the Bills offense comes out ready to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep, and on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
2nd down following the run. Shift together here from the D-line. They stay on the ground. Lasco again. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Flex round.
They'll run with Lasco. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Well, usually you don't think of the